Obviously, we're going to likely keep... Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What is happening? I missed that. Okay. I'm so out of it. What is happening? I saw a sign. We got to make it right. Right, and welcome back for another episode of American Truck Simulator. Let's go. Thank you so much for joining me today. I appreciate you being here. Today, we are going to be looking over our new St. Louis operations. We took over this mega carrier after exploring all 12 cities in the great state of Missouri. And today, we're going to go over what did we end up with now that we took over this mega carrier, and what are we going to be doing going forward. If you're new here to the channel, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you stick around. In our next series, we're going to be exploring all cities in the new Iowa DLC. That's right, we've got it loaded up. Let's take a look at what is the state of the company we just took over, and where do we go from here. All right, welcome to our St. Louis depot. This depot is already set up with 5 trucks, although 2 of them we've been driving. First truck we had was our Volvo VNL 300. This is the truck we used to explore most of Missouri. We then upgraded in the last couple episodes to our Freightliner Cascadia. Now, this is the only truck in our depot that has a full-size sleeper, or any sleeper at all. So in theory, if we were going to get back out on the open road, having a sleeper truck would be ideal. The other 3 trucks that we were given after this arrangement are 3 Volvo VNLs. Now, what's interesting here is one of the Volvo VNLs is a 6x2 or maybe a 6x4 chassis day cab. The other 2 Volvo VNLs are also day cabs, but they are 4x2 chassis. So I don't know what's going on with that, but they all look pretty nice. From what I can tell, they're all newer trucks, which is great. Now, we don't have any drivers, but before we talk about hiring drivers, because I don't know if I'm going to hire 4 drivers, or do I hire 5 drivers? Or maybe just a couple drivers, I'm not sure. Let's take a look at what trailers were we left with taking over for this mega carrier. All right, we don't have that many trailers. I thought we did, but we've got 2 in our fleet. And you know what? That's fine. These trailers will not be used by our AI drivers. These trailers will be used exclusively for the owner-operator of this mega. Now, going over to our drivers, we can see I am the only employee of this St. Louis depot. So we need to figure out how many drivers do we want. I think I'm going to start with 3. I've been thinking about it for a few minutes, and I think let's start with hiring 3 drivers. Are you kidding me? The only recruitment agency I've found so far, making our way all the way across the country, was in Utah. That's not good. Wait, what's going on here? $15,000 to hire this driver? What? I don't know. This dude looks scrubby as hell. I'm so sorry. I don't know if I'm gonna hire you. I'm so sorry. All right. Well, that's enough rambling. Let's figure out how are we going to make our way out of St. Louis, because I do want to go to Iowa today. Burlington, chlorine. Didn't we just take chlorine? I think we did. But that is a nice trailer, and it is St. Louis to Burlington. The only downside here is it's Syntetico to Syntetico, so we won't really see a new depot, but I don't even know if Burlington has a new depot in that particular city. So it kind of just feels like let's just get there, and maybe we'll explore a little bit on the way into Iowa, and we can always pick up a load from Burlington from a different depot to another city in Iowa. Okay, let's do that. Let's go back. Let's grab the chlorine. I guess I'll need to get rid of my trailer, and we'll hop into the truck, and we'll hit the road. All right, it feels good to be in the truck. We are going to go pick up our chlorine. Let's bring it in a second. Parking brake comes in, and there will be a lot to chat about. What's going on here? Oh, okay. Wow. That is a bump. I guess for owner-operator, we've got to deal with any maintenance to the building as well as our trucks. And we'll probably do just fine. We've been... Oh, let's be careful here. You're not gonna let me go. Okay, no problem. You're not either. Oh, wait, you are. Okay, thank you so much. Ooh, I'm so excited to get on the road. It feels good to have money in our account. We've got trucks at our disposal, and hopefully soon we'll hire some drivers. Oh, you know what? I'm pretty sure we're gonna pass a recruitment facility. Oh man, there's a lot of traffic. I'm pretty sure we're going to pass a recruitment facility on the way to pick up our tanker trailer. Let's stay in this left lane. I think we're making another left. And that would be a perfect opportunity to get some more drivers. I don't love the idea of having to pay $15,000 to hire a driver, but I think that is the GDC Logistics mod that I guess just makes it more expensive to hire drivers. I thought hiring drivers was free, first of all. So that is an interesting twist to make the game just cost more. So we'll have to be mindful of that. Okay, what's up? This is it? I still don't want to hire either of these guys. I'm looking, although Paul, I didn't notice. Paul does have fragile and I think that's like timely or expedited experience, so that's really good. But I kind of want to keep holding out for maybe some different drivers. I don't know, Paul. I'll be in touch with you. I'm not gonna say no permanently, but I will circle back to you. Let's say that. All right, so we're not gonna hire these folks. Not right now, at least. We've got to back out of here. Oh man, there's traffic. There is traffic. Oh man, how am I gonna get out of here? Can I turn around in here? I doubt it. I've got to try to get out of here. Okay. Oh. I'm so confused. Okay, I think we're clear now. Does the blue car let me go? Yes, you will. And you're clear. Let's back it up. More traffic appears. Beautiful. All right. So no drivers yet, but at least we found another agency, so that is a good sign. I'm super excited to get our trailer, and I actually want to talk to you about a new upgrade that I have, and maybe you can already tell, but that is a brand new microphone. I mentioned that I was hoping to get a new microphone. Oh my gosh, am I going to miss this light? Oh wow, what is happening? Oh, sir. Yeah, take it easy. Anyways, I'm really excited. This is the first video I'm making using this mic. I've had it for a few weeks now, but haven't really had the opportunity to use it very much. So I hope this sounds good and crisp and clear. And if not, well, we'll keep adjusting it as we go. But yeah, I am excited to have a upgraded microphone. I hope it sounds good. I've made a couple test recordings and it sounded pretty good. It sounded different. But I've adjusted some of the settings, the EQ settings. I'll talk to you a little bit about that on the drive. And if you're interested in this type of microphone that I have, as you can see, it is another, I guess, wearable microphone. But it is not a headset. It is a standalone microphone by Shure. And it is a legit piece of hardware. All the adapters I needed to be able to have it hooked up. I definitely felt like a real YouTuber having a quality microphone. It definitely seems to be more real, and maybe that's why I am not shutting up. All right, we remember this. We will have to request them to open the gate. Hello, I see you there in the shack. Will you let us in? All right, beautiful. Thank you so much. All right, let's go get our trailer. And it is a tanker. Uh-oh, I see a couple tankers. I think it's that one right here on the right. It was a white tanker. We're hauling chlorine. And there it is. And once again, we've got our flammable gas, I think class 2.3 placard on the tanker trailer, which makes sense. In the last episode, I was talking about, oh, well, you know, flammable gas is a red hazard placard. Yeah, that's for the overall class. But there are multiple, or at least there can be, at least with flammable gas, there are 3 different types of placards that you can have on a given trailer within that class. So chlorine, we learned in the last video, is considered poisonous, which means that if you came into contact with it in some sort of issue or emergency situation or disaster, it would be poisonous and fatal. So the other 2 is like non-flammable gas, is class 2.2. All right, we've got to pay attention here. Oh, we got it. All right, parking brake on. And let's get this trailer attached. Well, deja vu, we are right back here in the same pickup facility as the last episode, picking up another tanker of chlorine. However, this time, we are not staying in the great state of Missouri. We are heading to a new state and a new city, Burlington, Iowa. Burlington or Burlingame? Uh-oh. It is Burlington. All right, fantastic. So another little bit of housekeeping. I promise this will be it, and then we'll hit the road. The SCS Road Atlas that I've been using for this series, and for this channel really, has not been updated to 1.55, and it obviously has not been updated to include the new Iowa DLC. So I will look at the Road Atlas. If it's like something to do with any other state, I will obviously keep an eye out for when the SCS Road Atlas for ATS 1.55 becomes available. For now, we're going to have to use the old school map and use that for navigating. So let's take a look at the map, figure out what routes are we taking, and how are we going to get into Burlington. All right, it looks like to get out of St. Louis, we're going to be taking I-55 and then on I-70 west for a bit. Then we'll be getting on US 61, taking that north. And that looks to take us all the way up into Burlington, which is fine with me. Let's zoom in here a bit. So once we get off US 61, we're going to pass over US 34. And immediately after US 34, we'll be making a left onto a local street. And then from there, a right into some sort of industrial facility area, I'm sure, to our Synthetico facility. So this is not a very complicated drive. This is all about getting out of St. Louis, taking US 61 north, and making our drop in Burlington. All right, so I do really already miss our road atlas. Park and bring in. And you know what? I didn't even see. How much is this trailer? How much are we getting? And let's take a look at the job notes before we hit the road. I apologize. I keep saying let's hit the road, but there is just a lot of housekeeping I wanted to do for this episode. It has been a minute, and I promise we are about to hit the road very soon. All right, so today we're going to be hauling chlorine, 31,000 pounds of chlorine from St. Louis to Burlington. I've already said that a million times. We are earning ourselves $3.78 per mile. That is not too bad. And for this job today of 264 miles, we'll be earning almost $1,100. That is exactly what we need. All right, now let's hop into the truck and get this job delivered. All right, we are here. We are back in the truck, and I'm ready to hit the road for real this time. We've got our trailer. We've got our hazard placard. We are ready to go. Are we good on fuel? Uh-oh. We've got a little under half a tank. Okay. Nope. Let's not go. Oh, wait. Can I do that? I don't want to risk it. I don't want to risk it. I thought maybe I could sneak through there. Like, is that for filling up gas? But I think my best bet is to follow the barricades and go out this way. Oh, no. You know what? That would have been a dead end. I'm so grateful I did not do that. All right. Feels good to hear that. Cummins, 400 horsepower. We've got our Eaton 13-speed transmission. And are we going to clear that corner? Oh, boy. That is a long trailer. Okay, I've got to be careful here. That trailer is long. Although I think I've got a lift axle in the back here, which would help us around town. Let me see if that works real quick. Let's go park and brake on. And let's see. I hear it. It sounds like we do have a liftable axle on our trailer. I guess we could use it now to get out of here. Let's do that. And we'll lower it once we get on the main road here. Or I guess right before we get on the highway, we'll lower it back down. Just gotta be careful with the speed bump. Not too bad. And what's our trailer doing here? Yeah, you're doing all right. Okay. After this car, we'll go. And we are clear on the opposite lane. So I'll take this wide. Take this really wide. Oh man, this trailer is longer than I would expect. All right, it looks like that front axle of my trailer is what is lifted up right now, so that's fine. And like I said, we got to make our way over to the interstate, take that north, get on I-70 west, and we're looking for, oh gosh, US 61, US 62, something like that, and that'll take us all the way into Iowa. Because we don't use in-cab GPS, we are prone to making mistakes every now and then, and it just, for me, really adds to the immersion. I've had this game since it came out. Oh, you know what? We got to drop our trailer axles. Is there anybody behind me? There's not. I don't know if I need to stop to do this, but I will. Let's get those trailer axles lowered. And that'll give us our much needed stability on the interstate. We need to hammer down, get ourselves up to speed. Yeah. Listen to that. Arch, and here are signs to stay on I-70 West, which are these 2 left lanes here. So we are in the lane we need to be in. Let's continue to accelerate and make our way out of here. Missouri River. Right, are we clear here? We are. Let's get over. Thank you so much. Speed limit 60. All right, let's tap those brakes. Let's get back up into 7 high. Set my cruise for 60 miles an hour. Actually, I'm going to set my cruise for 58 miles an hour, just to avoid any other traffic in front of us, hopefully. All right, so Shure microphone. My first thoughts on this type of microphone, I don't even remember what kind it is. I'll have to put it in the description of the video, but it's like SMB something, that might be right. It is a microphone that's used, condenser mic. It is it a condenser mic or is it dynamic? I have no idea. In fact, cut all of this out. So this is an XLR microphone, and to get it to connect to my gaming laptop, I had to buy an adapter. I think it's like the NV2U, something like that. I'm not sure, but it's basically an XLR adapter to USB-C, and that plugs directly into my gaming laptop. It came with some Shure software. I think it's the Motive Mix software, and that allows you to turn on phantom power, adjust your gain settings, your EQ settings, all of these things you can do. And one of the things I really liked about the USB interface that I chose to get this mic connected to my computer is that it's very light, it's very simple, it's attached to me right now. There's not this large box on my desk that I use for, my audio levels and things like that. That would be cool, but I have a pretty small desk and a pretty small setup. I like to keep it compact. And this microphone seemed to kind of fit the bill. Again, allowing me to wear a headset, move my head around for eye tracking, and then, still be able to plug it into the computer. And one of the things that also has the MV2U, I think the USB-C XLR adapter, it has a monitor output on the device itself. So I actually can plug in my gaming headset or headphones into the monitor on my MV2U, and it allows me to hear the game, hear all the audio, hear my own microphone if I'd like, as well as be able to have all my audio going through one cord now. So I don't have to have my headphones tethered to my computer. They're tethered into the adapter here, and everything from the microphone to the output sound, it all goes through the USB-C into my laptop. All right, I'm so sorry for all of that talking. Speed limit 55. We are on some rural roads exiting Missouri, so let's really start to slow down. Speed limit 45. All right, let's tap those brakes. And looks like we're coming up here on the town of Hannibal. I don't think we're going to make this light. Truck and trailer look. It looks phenomenal. That is one serious trailer behind us, and I'm here for it. All right, let's get back up to speed here. Again, we're going to be staying on US 61. That'll take us all the way across state lines into Iowa, and I want to get a picture of our sign with Iowa. or the Welcome to Iowa sign. So hopefully I'll keep my eyes peeled, and we'll be able to see it and grab a photo maybe for the thumbnail. Wow, I don't remember this. I don't remember coming through here. But this feels really nice. Nice openness. I see the highway up ahead. This kind of reminds me of, yeah, I guess it reminds me of, like, to me, Florida, where I grew up. You know, there were parts of Florida where, you know, you get to a nice open area. It'd still be kind of urban, but you could sort of feel you're getting towards the outskirts or to the, you know, more rural area. There's, you know, you're getting closer to the highway, which is usually built kind of out in the middle of nowhere, like not through downtowns. So this kind of gives me that feel that, like, yeah, we are kind of at the edge of the city getting onto the highway. So that's pretty cool. All right, 61 north is straight ahead, so we don't have to do anything. We'll just stay in this lane. And again, if you're new here to the channel, thank you so much for being here. We just wrapped up visiting all 12 cities, collecting our Missouri DLC achievement, and the timing worked out really well, where the next state the SES has just released, Iowa, is here for us to explore. Yep, tickets. Beautiful. Our plan for this next series is to visit all cities in the new Iowa DLC, and we will be using our Mega Carrier Company trucks to help us out along the way. And like I said earlier, we're probably going to be building our own custom truck as we tackle on some of these new cities in Iowa. Okay, Burlington, Iowa, here we go. I don't see any Welcome to Iowa signs. Is this one? Pay attention to some signs here. 61 north towards Burlington. We are not that far. Okay, speed limit 50. Let's get up into 6 low. And we'll stay in this right lane. This is all new territory now. I don't think I've been on these roads, so I just want to be extra cautious of anything new that comes my way. All right, we've got a truck pulling on the highway. We'll let them get on. Them. Oh, and we got a state trooper. Alright, so definitely extra careful here. We are heading north, so I think we are very close to the edge of Missouri-Iowa border. Look at this. Oh, wait, maybe not. My goal for the end of the Iowa DLC achievement, cruising Iowa DLC, I will be looking to buy a garage in the great state of Iowa. I don't know what city yet. However, I think by exploring all cities in the Iowa DLC, that'll give us an opportunity to get a feel for where would we want our garage to be. Obviously, we're gonna likely keep, oh my gosh, what is happening? I missed that. Okay. I'm so out of it. What is happening? I saw a sign. We gotta make a right. Wow, I can't believe I missed that. Alright, so luckily, I mean, we took a little bit of damage, but not from hitting the invisible barrier. We took some damage from hitting that signpost, that marker post in the ground. That is not ideal. Okay, so we've got 54 miles to go. I guess we're still on US 61. I don't know. State line 10 miles. Okay. I know what that means. Hopefully, we'll get our photo here pretty soon. Well, this looks beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Got a nice little RV tucked away here. Absolutely. Living that life. Tell me about it. So I have purposely not watched almost any content on Iowa. And the reason for that was because I wanted to explore it for myself, and I wanted to be able to see some things. Is this a gas station? It's not. Okay. I don't know. I thought maybe I could grab some gas there, but that's not a real gas station. Yeah, I thought that, you know, I wanted to see as much as I could first time as I was playing it. So, you know, I watched a couple of my favorite YouTubers, a little bit of them exploring the state, and it definitely got me excited. And here we go. I'm pulling over, and we are grabbing a sign. No doubt about it. Alright, so I apologize. We grabbed our screenshot back there on US 61. I stopped recording for some reason. I don't know why I did that. And I forgot to press record again. So we are now in what are we? We are now in Burlington. Okay, low gear. Come on, Cav, catch this light. We are in Burlington, Iowa. And we are exiting off of US 61 and getting onto Mount Pleasant Street. This seems to be the sort of main street of Burlington. And we already passed, what did we pass? Averitt Power Plant. I think that might have been in the city of Burlington. We've got an Apex Steel. Got some depots here off to our left. I don't know what those are. Is any of this real? Probably not. West of Burlington. All right. Oh my gosh. Lights all day. All freaking day here. All right. We've got 27 gallons of fuel, 185 miles of range, and we have 14 miles to our drop. So I think this will be where we'll come back after we've dropped off our trailer. We'll fill up here, maybe even grab some rest here. I see some truck spots there to grab some rest. Looks like they have some sort of facilities inside, maybe a convenience store. Dare I hope a restaurant. That would be amazing. Wow, this looks very different than Missouri. I can see it just feels more rural, and I think this is us here. I believe it is. It did say an undisclosed road is where the Synthetico facility is. And this kind of feels right. We'll see. So far, no invisible barrier. But yeah, back to what I was saying. This feels very different. Although, I will say, I have yet to explore the Nebraska DLC. I did buy it. I don't know, whenever it came out. Maybe last year or something like that. And I never even explored it at all. Oh, here we go. Signs. Synthetico to the left. Right. Alright, look at this. Wow. It's a huge facility. Very cool. Oh, we got train tracks. And we saw a train go by. So let me just really be careful here. Make sure there's no train coming left or right. We are clear. Let's get out of here. Wow, this is a huge depot. Holy cow. I was not expecting this. Wow, look at those huge tanks. Man, oh my gosh, I'm all over the road here. Wow, this looks fantastic. Let's make this turn into here. And our drop should be ready for us. I don't know where they're going to want this. We'll have to hopefully not drive around too much. But it looks like we've got some sort of entry point here. And I don't know if we're going to have to stop or do anything. Let's hop back in. Wow. Look at this. Quality check. I don't know. I guess we... Wait a minute. What do we go right or do we go through? That said no trucks. I guess we go straight. I don't know about this. It's not too bad. Wow. And I guess we would stop here and they would do some sort of scale, weight thing. I'm not sure. And we're going to be flagged right on through. Hopefully. Uh-oh. I stalled it. Okay, we are rolling backwards. Let's get it in the low. There we go. Gosh, the gap between low gear and first gear on this fully 13 speed is extreme. I might need to take a look at modifying my final drive. Something a little bit lower. Okay. From here, we are, oh gosh, 1 mile away. And I don't know if this is going to be on the right or on the left, considering we have a tanker of chlorine. I'm assuming all of this stuff straight ahead of us is sort of grain silo, so I'm going to say no. I assume we'll be somewhere back here where all the piping is to be dropping off our chlorine tanker. It could be in there. Oh man, I don't know where to go. Alright, well don't freak out. Let's just keep driving around a little bit. We haven't even gone around once, and I'm already like, uh-oh. This could be in here. Does it look like it? Oh, here it is. Is this it? No way. It is. Okay. Oh. We got this. Alright. That's not too bad at all. Alright, let's pull forward here. And we'll back it in. This won't be a blind side back or anything. So as long as we get our trailer lined up. I might even lift the trailer axle. Let's go parking brake on. Let's get our hazards on. And let's get the trailer axle lifted up here. That'll help us maneuvering into our dock door. Alright, so parking brake is on. Let's get this trailer axle raised up. And again, I think it's the front axle that was lifted. Or maybe it's both. Maybe it's the rear and the front. Let's see. It is. It's the front and the rear steer axle that lifted up. Very cool. So this should help a ton with maneuverability. Let's hop back in and get this trailer delivered. Alright, I'm going to go windows down. And I'm going to start turning it. And parking brake comes in. That might help. Boy. And I don't have a lot of room. Pipes here, so I just need to start turning. And I believe, oh boy, I believe it was up against the wall where that door is. Okay, it is. Okay. So what am I doing? What am I doing? This doesn't feel right. Alright, pause and stop. I gotta get back out and look. I am so sorry. Alright, so we are pretty off. We need to pull forward and have the trailer start turning more aggressively than this. So let's pull forward, back it in at a steeper angle, and maybe if we can get under it, we can have some room to pull forward straight and then back it right in. Alright, let's hop back in. Man, this is almost too much for my mirrors here. I don't know. I really like that now. I don't know. This is... Oh, wait, you know what? I think we have room to pull forward. So I will get in there, and I'm going to pull forward and all the way to the right. Oh, man. I just traded a non-blind setback for a blind setback. And, oh my gosh, what was that? Man, I stalled it. Oh boy, let's hop out and look. Oh man. Well, I'm glad we're owner-operator. I could have been fired for something like this, so let's fix this. Why am I having so much trouble with this? Alright, let's pull forward. To the right, I guess. Completely crunched our fairing. You know what? I think I got this. Alright. Back into reverse, and I want the trailer kind of straight now. Right? So I'm going to watch that right side. Here, that. Perfect. Okay, now push it over. And, I don't even see the line anymore. Maybe it'll still give it to us. Let's hope. It did. Alright. On. And let's get this trailer detached. Alright, we drove today 280 miles, earning ourselves $1,100 in the process, and we made it into our new state, Iowa. And if we take a look at the Cruising Iowa DLC page here, we can see that there are 12 cities that we'll need to be visiting. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again soon. Take care.